Good evening, Foggy. Always early, bro. Always early. Gotta make sure we're ready and primed and ready for a fantastic matchup. It's going great, Foggy. Thank you very much for asking. I hope you're going well yourself, buddy. Yo, Lindsay was good. Was excited to play tomorrow, but the other team doesn't have a good schedule, so it looks like I'm waiting for games tonight to finish and win it. Oh, that's good. Get in, man. Get in. Lindsay. Quick question, mate. Are the new maps included in the ECL tournament, by the way? Because people are starting to pick them and ban them, and I'm like, that's not in the map hill, boys. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? I'm pretty sure they're not on the map pool anyway. They've not been introduced yet, have they? No, entropy. Yeah, because they're trying to ban dealership and everything, and I know it's not like thing, right? Oh god. Oh good god, eh? Good god. Imagine dealership. I've not even seen it yet. I need maps. I need images for these ones. Don't have them. We went Doug Step. Imagine. That'll be interesting for sure. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Another Mark of G cast. Here we are. Absolute League. This time out is the Advanced Division Winners Round 1. Peachy Slayers up against Inglorious Kunoichi. Safe to say it's going to be a nail biter for sure. However, Peachy Slayers, if I'm right in saying, are undefeated so far. Top of their group stage. A map win percentage of 80%. I mean, there is nothing you can go against stats if that's true. Kunoichi, on the other hand, not the same position there. They didn't finish first or even in the top 5 of their squad in the division. So they're looking to see if they can run a nice wee spree through this winner's stage. They might be dropping out down, but you never know. A wee upset on the cars could be done here from the Kunoichi squad, as they will be looking to try and get their own back here against Peachy Slayers and maybe find an opportunity to continue a nice wee run in that winner's bracket. It is only round 1, but there's plenty of opportunities. At least they're not down and out at this stage. If they do end up losing, you will have that loser's bracket run that you could potentially go on as well, and that sometimes works out better for you. But because we're waiting in between weeks, maybe not so much, maybe not so much. But first map up is, we've got that lobby code, right? That's the bonus, right? Only thing with Codcaster being a nightmare, it's going to be a hard one to do because we can't switch teams in game, right? We can't do it. For some reason, it is bugged out. It doesn't let you do any of that, and yeah, it's just a total nightmare. But hopefully, we can get it underway and everything can run nice and smoothly. Which means I'll need to swap out everything because it's the other way around and where I set up. So I mean, we'll just have to make sure we sort all that on screen and it doesn't confuse you guys in chat, because it confuses me and I'm the one that set up. So I mean, if it's going to confuse me, it's also going to confuse you, I'm sure. So we'll make sure that we do not confuse you anywhere more than we need to in the grand scheme of things. And that's a nice red, but that red does not look the same when you look at the send. That's the joys of it. Peachy Slayers though, let's see where they have it. Let's see where the teams are. I'm pretty sure they are going Team B, so we will just keep it the way it is as now. And we'll try and sort it out so that we have at least a little bit of peachiness on the screen. Make it nice and pretty. Evening Faithless, how are we? Evening Mino, how are you doing? We are making sure we are all ready to go. First off, IGL girls at least have the IGL name tag in their clan tag. Easy to figure it out. Janebot also has that slay in the clan tag. I love it. So, maps and modes, right? That's what we're here for. That's what we're going to show you. And our series maps as they stand for this Division Advanced Winners Round 1 are Hardpoint on Skyline, a Search and Destroy on Skyline. Then we go to Protocol Control. If we get any more maps along the way, it will be a Vault Hardpoint, and then we will see the Hacienda Search and Destroy to close out the series if we go the distance. We're already in the chat. We're all ready to get these games underway. Ready when they are. We'll make sure that they know we are ready when you are. We'll have IGL as Team A. At least we know that going forward. Which starts off ready and set, and we're going to be getting into map number 1. I hope you're all good. Hope you've all had a fantastic day so far. And looking forward to a nice, interesting matchup. Faithless will be here to support the Peachy crew, as always. This time, hopefully a better position for you going into this one. We know how bad it was the other night. It wasn't looking good. Still, this is map number 1, Skyline Hardpoint. Dicey, for sure. It's going to be back and forward. It's going to be crazy action on the side of this, and it could be anybody's win so far, and we'll get to see who is warmed up and who is ready to get their game and their winners bracket started here. It's got that transition in. Let's get this beautiful, beautiful sight that we are getting to witness here. As it is in Glorious Kunoichi versus the Peachy Slayers. Map number 1. We are underway. We're on board with Lazzies. I say the different roster than we are used to, which is going to be interesting to see. And there we go, instantaneously back and forward we go. Let's get off of that. We're going to see a few opportunities coming the way of Peachy and Marcos. Big Boink all doing some work here. Marcos has took a death so far, but at least staying alive. Maybe the orange and red is not the best opportunity, but Marcos laser beams from the top ropes, but it is still Peachy holding their own here. You do see down below in red here, player number 2 of Harley trying to get the kills in the back, trying to get that rotation set up, making sure they have that spawns here for P2. And I'm sorry about the colours mismatch. That is not going to be the easiest to understand in the newsfeed here, but in the as it stands, Peachy Slayers holding P1 for the remainder of this time. You're going to get Peso jumping up. Finds one. Good little pick there. Instantaneously found out though. Lazzies is going to get 2 players lining up, and that is going to be all dead in the feed. They're going to be spawning right far out here for Peachy Slayers, and there is only 1 player waiting around. That's Marcos trying to get that rotation in. Using it, does find another good pick. So far, the Inglorious Kunoichi girls are getting themselves back into the swing of the action. Holding a great amount of time here, 30 seconds still to go for P2 here, and so far it's looking good for them. They're holding pretty much every single second. You do have Janebot though. Did find the picks in the back. Got a challenge coming in from Yuzna. Turns around, finds one, finds a second. Oh my god. Rips it with that Jackal in hand. Opportunity here all that time there for P2. Going their way, and Pesto might be the next to fall as Yuzna's on a 5 streak. Goes through Jim now, looking to make it 6. Slides into the gun of Janebot though, and that is going to be them dead and buried. But a good comeback here for Inglorious Kitchen here onto P2, giving themselves that advantage as we go into the kitchen hardpoint. Using it absolutely unaware of Marco standing on the worktop. I don't understand where was their vision. No peripherals whatsoever for that one. And as the kills go back and forward, it's Pesto on the new hardpoint into P3 here, trying to stay alive here and getting out of the way here of every single person on the screen. Yo, Ban Swift the rated 26. What an absolute legend. How are we doing, Bans? Good to see you, buddy. How are we this evening? Hope you had a good stream, mate. However, as we stand, Peachy Slayers getting herself back into the swing of it here in the kitchen hardpoint, and we're just trying to see if there could be a break here that Kunoichi needs to get herself on to the zone. Using it will fly through bedroom now, looking for that players in the back. Already 2, slide straight through. Marcos though continues to go on a spray here as he's ripping it up here in the back. 5 in a row for him. Peachy Slayers still at a deficit, but not as big a deficit as it was, as P2 pretty much went all in the hands of Kunoichi. But there's no picks being found here. Down below though, Lazarus finds one. Looks in the wrong direction. Pesto's in the corner on the bunker and finds another pick. Big Boink now continues the spray as he's found behind that bathtub. Usner comes sliding on in, but at least Pesto can clear that up, and they're going to get that lead swinging back in their direction. Janebot couldn't survive long enough. Harley gets the kill here. Now trying to look. Where are you expecting the player to be peeking? The players in the back though have spotted Harley, and Harley's going to back down just for a second here, but Peachy Slayers with the last 10 seconds are going to take that and running straight into the gun of Harley. That's not what you want to do if you're aimbot. A big massive shout out for Ban. So what an absolute legend in the chat. Thank you guys, welcome along. This is Inglorious Kunoichi versus Peachy Slayers here. This is the Absolute League Advanced Division. It's winners round 1. It's Kunoichi and Peachy Slayers, and it's back and forward so far, back towards that P1 hardpoint for our second set of rotations. Pesos does get a good pick there, but Kunoichi stay on board. You do see the flying dive in coming in, but eventually that player of Kunoichi will fall, and that was Harley. They got a couple of good kills going their way as they start to jump on and board involved, but Peachy Slayers getting that lead to almost 30-second gap. We know where it was though. Kunoichi last time took 60 seconds here in the rotations around towards P2. With 10 seconds left, we've got one player making that rotation. Harley's already inside. Harley finds 2, and they're both headshots. Just sit down. Absolutely. I was going to say shout on, but I mean, they weren't shout on completely. It was a good rotation and a good turnaround, but Peachy Slayers in command of the hardpoint. Marcos finds 1, finds a second. 3 dead in the feed. Peachy Slayers leading the way, spawning at the players of Kunoichi out through mid, trying to make a rotation back in. Usna will find at least another here. Big Boink will fall, but the trophy system will stop the need for now. Kunoichi at least keeping it within distance here as they do get that break on in. 30 seconds still to play for him with all the Peachy Slayers coming through mid-map. Usna is in a great position to find him, but Janebot will kill his team. That's an absolute slay of your whole team just with your own Semtex. Harley though managing to stay in control of the hardpoint. Can they keep it going the way of like that's what they want. They just want them seconds to count up. But Peachy Slayers are set up in kitchen, already set up, ready to hope that they can hold as much of this time as possible because there's only a 10-second margin on this time. Pesto picks 1. On to use now. Harley comes for the challenge, traded back and forward as Marcos is looking from that hot tub side. Looking at the players coming through mid. Lazarus does get found. 3 dead in the feed. Back and forward we go. Last person left alive is using it anywhere near this time. Peachy Slayer's getting plenty of time in kitchen. That's where we normally go for parties, but using and Harley combining to finding all players of Peachy Slayers who will be spawning into the back here, ready for our P4, but that's the rotations they want to have, potentially. As Pesto does get stopped on the spree that they were on. Lazarus will get the last bit of time here, 15 seconds. It's quite a close game. Marcos spots Harley, doesn't decide to contest it. Doesn't go for that opportunity to be potentially found out themselves, but the rotation is going to have to start being made. Daleen looks to the left, spots that one player, decides against it, looking to the player in the back now. All about the position you look. There you go. Looks to the right, finds Big Boink, finds one inside that shower, but Janebot is inside and survives. Marcos loses his gunfight though, and Yuzna now has to stay alive here. Very weak. Janebot though spotted in the shower, not moved an inch. Still trying to get off that soap. Staying alive for a little bit, but he will be eventually found as Harley will make that break on through into the new hard point. 25 seconds still to play for, but Peachy Slayers were within 48 seconds of winning map number 1. Straight into the guns. Can he find a second? He can. That'll be the break on in as Peachy Slayers make their way in. 8 more seconds to play for. We're going back to P1. Our first set of rotations is underway. Who gives up the ghost here? On the minimap, you do see number 3 and number 6. That's Laz's and Big Boink, but Big Boink has spotted that player. 5 spree comes in for Big Boink here as well. Now, he knows where they're coming from, but he can deal with Daleen. As now they look to try and find aimbot, but aimbot beams as well, and that is exactly what Peachy Slayers are looking to do here. They're controlling this hardpoint time, even on P1, which is one of the mostly contested ones on Skyline. Still managing to hold plenty of time and get this to within 23 seconds. It's going to be a very close ending here, and it's all about that break and that rotation towards P2. As Lashes does find one, that's 2 dead. For Peachy Slayers, the reload's going to have to come in. Doesn't manage to get it sorted or pick that kill up, but Harley does spot one player in the back. Challenge found dead. Rotation towards P2, who wins the first gunfight. It's Inglorious Kunoichi who win the gunfights. Marcos is there, turns around now. The battle is going to be on here. It's going to be down to the wire, but 4 dead in the feed here. All players of Kunoichi are dead, spawning out, and they're all having to make that push. Gonna have to commit lives here. They're gonna have to commit to it because it's 10 seconds left on that time, and the only person that's anywhere near making that move is Lavage. Lazarus will make that opportunity to get up. Does find one. No, he does. Oh, no. That'll be it. Ladies and gentlemen, the final kill. Going away of Peachy Slayers, and they do win your hardpoint. 250 to 209 in favour of the Peachy Slayers. It did get close in the end, even with a few kills going against them at times. Peachy Slayers didn't outslay. Yuzna was doing a fantastic job of killing out, but the rotations just weren't there. A few players not up to scratch compared to the team of Peachy Slayers, who pretty much all of them were on 27 kills. Bar one. So there you go, map number 1 is done. Peachy Slayers lead the way. A very solid command and start, even with Marcos making that team nade and killing his whole squad. They still managed to get their opportunity and they still managed to make their way there. A solid opportunity. Let's look at these replays as we stand while we wait for map number 2. We do know it is 1-0. instantaneously. Back and forward we go. Let's get off of that. We're going to see a few opportunities coming the way of Peachy and Marcos. Big Boink all doing some work here. Marcos though has took a death so far, but at least staying alive. Maybe the orange and red is not the best opportunity, but Marcos laser beams from the top.
We'll go back to Skyline for map number 2 though.
Get that rotation set up, making sure
this time search and destroy it will be.
About the colours mismatch, that is not going to be the easiest to understand in the newsfeed here, but in the as it stands, Peachy Slayers holding P1 for the remainder of this time. You're going to get Peso jumping up, finds one, good little pick. You're going to get Peso jumping up, finds one, good little pick there, instantaneously found out though. Lazius is going to get 2 players lining up, and that is going to be all dead in the feed. They're going to be spawning right far out here for Peachy Slayers, and there is only 1 player waiting around. That's Marcos trying to get that rotation in. Here 30 seconds still to go for P2 here, and so far it's looking good for them. They're holding pretty much every single second. You do have Jamebot though, did find the picks in the back. Got a challenge coming in from Yuzna. Turns around, finds one, finds a second. Oh my god. Rips it with that Jackal. Challenge coming in from Yuzna. Turns around, finds one, finds a second. Oh my god. Rips it with that Jackal in hand. Opportunity here all that time there for P2. Going their way, and Pesto might be the next to fall. As Yuzna's on a 5 streak. Goes through Jim now. Looking to make it 6. Slides into the gun of Jamebot though, and that is going to be them dead and buried. But a good comeback here for Inglorious Kitchen here onto P2, giving themselves that advantage as we go into the kitchen hardpoint. Using it absolutely unaware of Marcos standing on the worktop. I don't understand where was their vision? No peripherals whatsoever. However, as we stand, Peachy Slayers getting herself back into the swing of it here in the kitchen hardpoint, and we're just trying to see if there could be a break here that Kunoichi needs to get themselves on to the zone. Using it will fly through bedroom now, looking for that players in the back. Already 2, but not as big a deficit as it was, as P2 pretty much went all in the hands of Kunoichi. But there's no picks being found here. Down below though, Lazarus finds one, looks in the wrong direction. Peso's in the corner on the bunker and finds another pick. In the wrong direction, Peso's in the corner on the bunker and finds another pick. Big Boink now continues the spree as he's found behind that bathtub. User comes sliding on in, but at least Pesto can clear that up, and they're going to get that lead swinging back in their direction. We do try to be as professional as we possibly can be, ladies and gentlemen. But map number 2 is about to commence. Inglorious Kunoichi up against Peachy Slayers here for map number 2 in Skyline. Search and destroy. Let's transition ourselves into this. We need to make sure overlays are ready. We know map number 1 though, team 1, map number 1. We'll get that on the screen there as well. And we're on board with Big Boink. Trying to make an opportunity down the line. We've changed up this position here as Aimbot makes it 2. Pushed up a 4 versus 2 scenario. Glorious Kunoichi not looking for the best starts here on the defensive side. Oh, Kono's back to find one. Pesto now makes a move, trying to slowly creep their way around. Does spot Lajes. Won't get a kill. Captain America. Eta Dadiskiska, thank you. Eta Dakisa, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. 2v2 scenario. They've managed to bring it back, but Aimbot will make it another one. He's going to get the ace. What a way to do it. All 4 dead in the feed. Peachy Slayers leading the way. Aimbot with all 4. He's popping off that. Jamebot has the aimbot. Jamie. Absolutely ripping it up here. As he does find the ace in the map. Great opportunity for him. Building towards them streaks. Doesn't have the RCXD even on it as well. So he's not even going to earn that. Unfortunate for them, but let's go on board with the attacking side, using it now, pushing through bedroom, straight through and towards that kitchen side. Slides on in. Jamebot though instantaneously finds one. Once again, a great solid start as he is now 5 in a row unanswered for. And they're just slaying back and forward. Pesto will find the next kill. Back and forward we go, and it's all down to Daleen. Daleen, what can they do? Chamebot still trying to keep his spray. You can see Daleen just up above. Chamebot's just going to wait it out. Big boink is found. Daleen now makes it a 1v1 against the undefeated Chamebot so far in this S&D. Have they got the opportunity here to come back? 35 seconds still on the clock. Bomb is still down. Chamebot's watching over it. It's all about timing here now. It's all crucial. All down to the wire. Jamebot's move position is spotted. Shots go out. Daleen gets them weak. But Jamebot's just going to play his life. Just going to have to go for that bomb. That's going to have to be the only way you go, because you've got literally no seconds left to play for. Jamebot's surely got some knowledge there. Bomb have to go down. He's going to have to check it. Now he does. Jamebot goes for it. Doesn't see the player. Eventually does. The kill is in. 6 in a row. Jamebot, slow down. Slow it down. What a way to go of your Peachy Slayers. You can see why they are 8-0 so far with an 80% map record win. If you've got players like Aimbot slowly leading the way in your kills, 6-0. Couple more kills and that will be that Hellstorm end early on in the map here as he looks to push on through. The stuns come out, nothing connects, but he still keeps pushing. And Glorious Kunoichi slowing things down a little bit here in the defense, using those spotted. First blood goes his way. Jamebot, can he make it an unkillable machine? Jamebot's heard some knowledge, knows where the players are, gets the call outs from his team, but there we go. Back and forward we go. Marcos does fall. Jamebot's just still trying to look for the other member. Spots Lages, doesn't get that kill. There we go. 3-0 it is. Peachy Slayers just absolutely dominating in his S&D so far. Pesto with that final kill. On to Lages. Not much they could do in that scenario. They're pretty open. And you've got a player to try and deal with on top of that Harry. In the end, Peachy Slayers take it 3-0 so far. 7-0 though is still Jamebot, but now we're going on board with the Inglorious Kunoichi girls as they're needing to heat it up here. Lages and Daleen doing some good work here, finding some kills, but using Harley not having the best of starts. Speaking of which, using it pushes up. Harley looking for the opportunity. Lages finds it, but will be traded. Now Harley and using the now falls once again as well. Pesto with that kill. Jamebot's on 8 in a row. 2 versus 3 scenario here for Inglorious Kunoichi as they barely even made it out of their spawn. Daleen in the back, trying to send stuns out. Has to watch their team. Has to make opportunities come their way. It's Jamebot still looking across. Lages was dead. We didn't even get on board with him, ladies and gentlemen. That is 4 unanswered rounds of S&D going the way of Peachy Slayers. What do you do if you're Inglorious Kunoichi here? I mean, you have to either be fully aggressive and not sit back here on the attacking round. You have to start making some plays and some moves. Maybe go underneath the vent side systems. Go the way around on that wrap. Try and find something from it, because so far your attacking rounds are just a little bit too slow. However, Jamebot 8 in a row, still not dead. 1 more kill earns that Hellstorm missile here as well. And you've also got Pesto on a 4 streak as well. 5-1 for them. Stun check goes out. Players making that move. Using as the first to find the kill. Jamebot doesn't keep his spree going, but Marcos doesn't answer it. Using has found 2. Now, Pesto, this could be the first opportunity they get to win the round. Using it does win it. Gunfight goes away, and Glorious Kunoichi finally add 1 on that tally on the S&D rounds here. Makes it 4-1. But that's what they needed. They needed some round to go their way. And Using it was the one to pull out the goodies here and find the gunfights and win them gunfights as well. Especially against Aimbot, who's been absolutely slain for the Peachy Slayers. Attacking round this time round. Are they going to be a little bit more on the attack? Using it, finding 2. Get themselves off that mark. Harley at least found 1 as well. Got themselves off that mark. You don't want to go on a dub. As just makes that move underneath though. Any players watching the hop up? At this moment in time, there will be nobody making that watch as Using it now goes to join their teammate. Cleared enough of the round so far. Lashes goes and makes his way up now. It was Daleen to fall first though, in the hands of Marcos. Big Boy just runs in front of Elazius. That'll give them the opportunity to tie things up here in terms of kills here. And there we go, 3 dead in the feed. Marcos all to play for here. 1 versus 3 scenario. Last man alive. What can he do here? As a bomb will be made and put down towards that B bomb site. Different position to be in here for Marcos as you're trying to find their way around. Where will these players be hiding? Which corners and crannies are they going to be looking in for? As he does spot Using it doesn't know where he is to look, and Using it will win the gunfight. And Glorious Kunoichi 2 in a row on the S&D, and they are starting to get into the swing of the action. This is exactly what they needed to do. Stops that absolute domination that we've seen early on here from Peachy Slayers. And Using it brings it back to 4-4. I mean, that's a good 2 rounds for her, and she's definitely getting herself back in to positive numbers. The only person they're needing to do now, Daleen and Harley, if they can start to do the same. Marcos needs to start doing the same as well. A little bit negative there in the side, and if it wasn't for Jamebot, these rounds would be looking a hell of a lot more difficult for them, as we do look on board with Marcos making his way under through that ventilation system. Looking down below though, Jamebot's trying to push up with a bomb, and we just get off, and Marcos will be the first blooded. Using it on a 4 streak. Opportunity though as Pesta finds 1 spot. So second player doesn't manage to get them shots through that wall either towards Daleen. At least gets himself pushed up here in a good position. Daleen's got the angle though and stays alive. 27 HP. Big Bonk's next to fall. As Laz is absolutely slaying here as well now. Looking at where she's rotating round. She's heard a few players. Had killed a few as Jaylene does find Chamebot. So in a 1v3, make that a 1v2 as Pesto finds at least 1. Challenger's coming again in the back, but Daleen is there to answer it, and Glorious Kunoichi find 3 rounds on the bounce and is making this look a little bit better for them. A little bit of a delayed reaction here. But does win the gunfight, and that's exactly what matters. Attacking round now. Elijah's went to a 9 and 5. Harley found a second one. And there we go. Where are we going to look towards this time? Watching on this defense side. Just makes a move. Jamebot doesn't get stunned, so she's going to look for that challenge. Decides against it, but knows where Lazarus is going. Looks the corners, tries to find him, doesn't manage to get anything answered here. Lazarus will eventually fall there to Big Boink. And now Big Boink's been slayed back out as Daleen does find the response. 3 versus 3, still in the attacking run, but they're pushed quite far back with this bomb still, not making their move towards that B site this time round. Has he had some success with that in the last attacking round? Still trying to find these picks if you're in Glorious Kunoichi. Harley finds one, no, that's exactly what's needed to open it up here. As they have that 3 versus 1 scenario. Marcos is eventually found, ladies and gentlemen. It's 4 on a roll for Kunoichi. And all of a sudden we're to all square. What even happened there? It was looking like a swift 6-0 here from Peachy Slayers, and all of a sudden Inglorious Kunoichi went, you think you could do 4 in a row? We can do 4 in a row, and we'll do exactly the same here to tie up the S&D round and keep themselves in the map. Second round this time goes the way of Peachy Slayers. A very, very, very interesting S&D. Teams winning 4 rounds in a row and then losing 4 rounds in a row. I mean, or losing 4 rounds in a row and winning 4 rounds in a row. I mean, like, you can't ask for a better opportunity here as Big Bonk's the first to fall. Daleen will find that pick, but there's an instant traded back here onto Lashes. That'll be another pick going as Jamebot finds another. Straight onto Daleen. Going to get that bomb down towards that B bomb site. Marcos wins his gunfight just in the corner there, and you can just see him trying to clear the lines. It's 3 versus 1 scenario here. Harley with it all to play for, giving away their position by taking some shots here, which means there will be a challenge coming in. There's 2 players at least to get that trades, so they can play their lives here. If you're Peachy Slayers, Glorious Kunoichi though, slightly different matter. Harley has to find all 3 players and the bomb defusal. Easier said than done, but not impossible. Marcos decides to dip from the angle. We'll find the read, we'll get the kill, and Peachy Slayers are making it 1 more round to win the map. And Glorious Kunoichi now needs to win this round. It's do or die. And if you die, you're out. And you're 2-0 down in the series, and that's not the way you want to be. In a best of 5, trying to find a reverse sweep to win the series, at least bringing things up and tying it up here in an S&D round gives yourself a good opportunity here to win it before map 5 S&D comes around. Go on, Kunoichi, says Crockmoon. First pick, Marcos tries to laser it straight down towards Piano into bedroom, doesn't find the pick. Lazius is pushed up quite considerably, but Jamebot in the back does find the pick. Now they're looking for the hunt to win this out. 1 and forward it goes. Marcos knows where the players are though, and he's looking. The bomb is down in towards that bedroom side, and that was where the final player was killed there. It's all down to timing here. The numbers being all wrong has thrown me off of that, because Pesto does win that gunfight. Hasn't spotted the player to the left. Manages to get the reach out, though. Pesto wins it, and it's a 3 versus 1. Peachy Slayers with game in their hands. And ladies and gentlemen, that will be the 6-4 win on the S&D for Peachy Slayers. Kunoichi, a valiant comeback, but it wasn't enough to stop the slaying power that was Peachy. Jamebot and Pesto 11 and 5 and 11 and 10 and 4. I mean, what a performance from them. Laz's had a great job going on her side as well. A few deaths in the later stages though did falter and cause Peachy Slayers to go out and win the map. 2-0 up after 2 skylines. We head to a protocol control where it's all to play for here for Inglorious Kunoichi. They have to find the win. If they don't, they are out of that winner's round and that winner's bracket, which means they will be looking to have to try and win on a kind of spree all the way through that loser's bracket. And like we said, it's easier said than done, but it is possible. It is very much possible. We'll wait and see where we go from here though. Like we said, we're waiting to get into a new lobby, and that will be for the players ready to go. In the meantime, we know where we stand here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to map 3. We're going to protocol. And when it's
Protocol, it is 2-0, and a swift control could go their way. That could be the end of it for Inglorious Kunoichi.
Running straight into the gun of Harley. That is not what you want to do if you're aimbot. Aimbot couldn't survive out, and they're all half themselves into this.
There we go. We'll get the S&D rounds on the screen.
Sure overlays are ready.
While we do that,
we know
and we will get rid of these absolute beams of a matchup, as we will look to
trying to make an opportunity down
change
the
up
line.
who's what.
Changed up this position here as aimbot makes it 2. Now makes a move, trying to slowly creep their way around. Does spot lashes, won't get a kill. Captain America, Eta Dadiskiska, thank you. Eta Dakisa, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. 2v2 scenario, they've managed to bring it back, but my aimbot will make it another one. He's going to get the doesn't have the RCXD even on it as well, so he's not even going to earn that. Unfortunate for them, but let's go on board with the attack inside, using it now, pushing through bedroom, straight through and towards that kitchen side. Slides on in. Jamebot though instantaneously finds one. Once again, a great shots go out. Deline gets them weak, but Jamebot's just going to play his life. Just going to have to go for that bomb. That's going to have to be the only way you go, because you've got literally no seconds left to play for. Jamebot surely got some knowledge there. Bomb have to go down. He's going to have to check it. Now he does. Jamebot goes for it. Doesn't see the player event early on in the map here as he looks to push on through. The stuns come out. Nothing connects, but he still keeps pushing. Inglorious Kunoichi slowing things down a little bit here in the defense. Using those spotted. First split goes his way. Jamebot, can he make it an unkillable machine as well? 5-1 for them. Stun check goes out. Players making that move. Using as the first to find a kill. Jamebot doesn't keep his spree going, but Marcos doesn't answer it. Using has found 2. Now, Pesto, this could be the first opportunity they get to win the round. Using it. Join their teammate. Cleared enough of the round so far. Lashes.
Everybody says it's going 5 rounds in control. I mean, it possibly could.
To fall first, though, in the hands of Marcos.
The way that these maps have been, I'm not sure. It's going to be a hard decision going forward.
Towards that B bomb site.
Inglorious Kunoichi definitely need to win it for them to stay in this matchup.
Which corners and crannies?
Easier said than done, and we know that fine well. But Peachy Slayer's match point on their hand here.
Now, Daleen and Harley, if they can start to do the same, Marcos needs to start doing the same as well. A little bit negative there in the side, and if it wasn't for Jamebot, these rounds would be looking a hell of a lot more difficult for them, as we do look on board with Marcos making his way under through that ventilation system. Looking down below though, Jamebot's trying to push up with a bomb, and is absolutely slaying here as well now. Looking at where she's rotating round, she's heard a few players, had killed a few, as Jaylene does find Jamebot. So a 1v3, make that a 1v2 as Pesto finds at least one. Challenges.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is control, it is protocol, it is all to play for Kunoichi, but we're on the board with the attacking side. Well, the defending side, sorry. Peachy Slayers early on, looking to push up through ammo, get that control of their spawns, and this is where you want to try and take the picks. Early pick goes the way of Marcos as he finds Yuzna. But a very interesting strategy here from Kunoichi is they've all decided to go all the way towards that B. They do get one tick of progress made over on that B site, throwing players straight over here as Harley finds a second pick. Traded straight back out though. Marcos in the Peachy Slayer side are on a different position here as Yuzna tries to find one, but they've managed to push all the Peachy Slayers out so they can head on towards that A side. Kills going their way, but in the back you find one. Jamebot comes flying in, Yuzna is the last person alive, and oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, Peachy Slayer just absolutely slayed out there. 3 kills in a row going their way, and now Inglorious Kunoichi are stuck, pegged back into their spawn. Pesto's going to know it. If it spots the 2 players, gets them weak. The C9 doing work here, down to the 9 ammo before he decides I need to reset that and reload, because there comes another in his way. Don't really see it very often, but Lashes eventually finds that pick, but his progress stopped. If he wins that gunfight, as Harley does, it means they can get that time stopped. They need to get onto a zone though, because at this point in time, with no zones made or no zones stopped, there won't be an opportunity to win the round in the attack. It's all about getting progression. Daly no stays alive. Janebot comes with a challenge, instantly traded out. The contest comes in. Marcos is up on the artillery point, will win the gunfight, and Big Point's going to get the players off the back and spawn. There's 2, there's 3, there's 4. Ladies and gentlemen, Peachy Slayers are absolutely slayed. And that is exactly how you want to do a defensive round. Losing 1 tick of progress was all that happened there. Janebot is doing work. Everybody is doing work from the Peachy Slayers. And there we go. The defense comes out on top. Big Boink though, I had a fantastic map, or a round at least. Look at that, it's 5 in a row. R60 earned. Looking for that Hellstorm. On the attacking side. What can they do here differently? Only 1 tick of progress made. Harley finds first blood. Stays alive, dancing around the artillery point, but if it's anybody that's going to stop you dancing around and finding kills, it's going to be Janebot. He does find that pick. And they will get on to that A progression. His 2 players are on the zone. Janebot's just going to watch it in the back if they're spawned. Knows that 1 player up top is there. Go on and look for that as Daleen finds 2 at least, but does get traded out. Spawns come in, the wind's going in, the gunfights are getting 1 as well, and Marcos is absolutely slaying it out here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting 2 ticks of progress, potentially a third here towards A, and there's more dead in the faders, and Glorious Kunoichi all fall to the floor, but at least Lashes does get that nade kill. Yuzna pushing down below. The kills are just not looking good. If you're in Glorious Kunoichi, they're just not finding an opening that they ever so need. Is Pesto, you can see pushing down. Jump on board with Pesto, but the numbers are all wrong. Pesto does eventually fall. All the ticks of progress made. Marcos gets 1 pick, pushes away all the way through this lighthouse side. Get them back in the spawn here, potential for them opportunities to get a few extra kills going their way. But Lashes does manage to clear the zone. Get a couple of ways, goes up through spiral staircase. Not going to come up against anybody as all of a sudden you've got 3 players of Peachy Slayers ready to hop that zone. Janebot's in the back as well, doesn't spot the player to the left, but this is here Daleen in the back, does pick 1. Slays it out. 2 more players left in Glorious Kunoichi that are nowhere near the zone. Make that 1 more, and that's Lashes. Has to find 1 at least on Big Boink. Challenge is going to come in from Pesto. Pesto could have just stayed in the corner, but does fall to Lashes as well. 2 ticks of progress made towards B though, and Lashes is absolutely blind here, doesn't see Marcos in the corner, where I will fall to the floor. And Glorious Kunoichi having to make plays here to stop that B progression made, but 17 versus 7. I feel like it's almost dead and buried here, and the round looks to be done. Unless Lashes can do something about it. Does find 2 kills in a row. Using it as well, finding 1, but does fall. Only respawns left. That's it. All these 4 players now have to keep their lives. The way that it's going, it's not looking good, but they do find kills on that feed. Looking to stay alive. Everybody has to stay alive here now. 3 versus 12. We're going to have to stay on board with Harley's. They're in their best opportunity. There we go. Dead in the feed. Using the last man alive. Well, last lady alive, but the progression is made. And Glorious Kunoichi are 2 rounds down. With Peachy Slayers looking to close it out here in a 3-0 in control and a 3-0 in the series. And they're just looking too good in that slaying department. You could tell they're a very well worked team. 8-0 in the group stages. There's a reason for it. And they're showing it right here in Winners Round 1 in Advanced League for absolute divisions. Here we go. Can they finish it out here on that defense against Inglorious Kunoichi, who are still yet to get past that double figures for any of the players and that kills. First round, they're not going to get the opportunity. Lagis is the closest to doing so. Pretty sure they will find it though. Marcos gets the first blood, usually tries to push up straight into War's Grandmas. Opens up the doorway. Marcos is in the opposite building to them. Jamebot spotted as well. Big Point spotted as well. But the shots just don't connect. Not enough anyway to find the gunfight as Pesto will clear that zone. Harley comes from the top ropes, is instantly beamed down. That C9 is just putting in work from Pesto. 19 and 10. Make that 20 and 10. Double positive. And you just can't ask for anything better as Daleen finally breaks on through. Players in the back though, and that's Jamebot. Gets caught in the reload though as Lashes does make that kill. Big Boink though gets them weak. Means that they can't re-chow it. Jamebot was doing some work in the back, but who is that player over there in the back? It's Big Boink making it 1. Can they find another? There's 6 in a row here. Can they make it 7? Yes, they can. The C9 is absolutely beaming. Is there something we don't know about, ladies and gentlemen? Where is the buff? There's another 8 in a row. Big Boink, is he going to make it 9? He doesn't. Harley stops it, gets on that control, and will slow it down a little bit. As the 21.9 seconds is all that's left on that clock, and they have to make progression here. 2 players on the zone will make that speed up a little bit better here as Kunoichi do start making some more forward progress. All the players are over towards that B site if you're Peachy Slayers. And they're finding the kills for now. Turns around, doesn't find it. Big Boink finds that win of that gunfight. He's 20 and 8. That is absolutely disgusting. 4 dead in the fade though from Inglorious Kunoichi. And the spawn trap is going to be in. Pesto is here in the back making that rotation round, but all 4 players are dead once again, and Peachy Slayers are just going to get them pinned back in their spawn. Makes it more and adds more. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 players left alive, and Glorious Kunoichi have got no way of winning this. It would be something of what of a miracle. Using is just going to be sitting back in that spawn. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a swift 3-0 in our hands. Peachy Slayers leading the way, showing us how dominant of a performance they can put on here in this round in Absolute League. If you're in the Advanced Division, you better be watching out for the Peachy Slayers as they continue to show their dominance. GG to Inglorious Kunoichi. It wasn't to be in the winners round. You have an opportunity in that losers bracket. Fingers crossed for you girls. We'll see where we go from there. But the way it stands, just not finding kills. If you're in Inglorious Kunoichi, especially the kills that matter. A 3-0 it does. The Slayers slay. They show their dominance. A GG from them. And a GG from the girls of Kunoichi for putting up that battle. It just wasn't to be this evening. That's my Slayer, says Kaylee. That is your Slayers. A GG for well done. A great matchup. And if I'm going to give anybody, Big Point's had a massive game in that control, right? Not going to lie, 20 and 8. But I got to give it to Jamebot as our MVP. A solid performance overall from every single matchup, especially that search and destroy. I thought he was just going to do it all himself. It felt like he had it all in the bag. He had the backpack on. He was ready to go off, show everybody around. But ladies and gentlemen, a GG to you guys. We'll get some replays here. We will be going into another matchup very soon. It will be for ECL, but there you go. Peachy Slayers leading the way. We'll get these search and destroys off. We'll show you the control highlights as it stands. But we're on the board with the attacking side.
Just a quick question, guys. Can you hear the replay volume as well? I don't hear it, so I don't know if you can hear it, but I hope you can.
And which is where you want to try and take the picks.
And the music, for sure.
Take the picks. Early pick goes the way of Marcos as he finds Yuzna. But a very interesting strategy here from Kunoichi is they've all decided to go all the way towards that B. They do get one tick of progress made over on that B site. Throwing players straight over here as Harley finds a second pick. Their side are on a different position here as Yuzna tries to find one, but they've managed to push all the Peachy Slayers out so they can head on towards that A side. Kills going their way, but in the back you find one. Jamebot comes flying in, uses the last person alive, and Jamebot, oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, in a row going their way. And now Glorious Kunoichi are stuck, pegged back into their spawn. Pesto's going to know it. If it spots the two players, gets them weak. The C9 doing work here, down to the 9 ammo before he decides I need to reset that and reload, because there comes another in his way. There won't be an opportunity to win the round in the attack. It's all about getting progression. Daily no stays alive. Jamebot comes with a challenge, instantly traded out. The contest comes in. Marcos is up on the artillery point, will win the gunfight, and Big Point's going to get the players off the back and spawn. There's top is there. Going to look for that as Daleen finds two at least, but does get traded out. Spawns come in.
Thank you, Faithless. Appreciate it.
The gunfights are getting one as well, and Marcos is absolutely slaying it out here as well.
Music as well, yeah.
Takes a progress, potentially upward here towards A, and there's more dead in the. Get a couple of ways, goes up through spiral staircase. Not going to come up against anybody as all of a sudden you've got 3 players of Peachy Slayers ready to hop that zone. Jamebot's in the back as well. Doesn't spot the player to the left, but this is here Daleen in the back. Does pick one. Slays it out. 2 more players left in Glorious Kunoichi that are nowhere near the zone. Make that one more, and that's Latches. Has to find one at least on Big Boink. Challenge is going to come in from Pesto. Pesto could have just stayed in the corner, but does fall to Latches as well. 2 ticks of progress made towards B though, and Latches is absolutely blind. They do find kills on that feed, looking to stay alive. Everybody has to stay alive here now. 3 versus 12. We're going to have to stay on board with Harley's. They're in their best opportunity. There we go. Dead in the feed. Using the last man alive. Well, last lady alive, but the progression is Manmas. Opens up the doorway. Marcos is in the opposite building to them. Jamebot spotted as well. Big Point spotted as well, but the shots just don't connect. Not enough anyway to find the gunfight as Pesto will clear that zone. Harley comes from the top. Ropes is instantly beamed down. That C9 is just putting in work from Pesto. 19 and 10. Make that 20 and 10. Double positive. And you just can't ask for anything better as Daleen finally breaks on through. Players in the back though, and that's Jamebot. Gets caught in the reload though as Lashes does make that kill. Boink though gets them weak. Means that they can't re-chow it. Jamebot was doing some work in the back, but who is that player over there in the back? It's Big Boink making it 1. Can they find another? There's 6 in a row here. Can they make it 7? Yes, the player over there in the back is Big Boink making it 1. Can they find another? There's 6 in a row here. Can they make it 7? Yes, they can. The C9 is absolutely beaming. Is there something we don't know about, ladies and gentlemen? Where is the buff? There's another 8 in a row. Big Boink, because he's going to make it 9. He doesn't. 4 players are dead once again, and Peachy Slayers are just going to get them pinned back in their spawn. Makes it more and adds more. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 players left alive, and Glorious Kunoichi have got no way of winning this. It would be something of what of a miracle. Using is just going to be sitting back in that spawn. Ladies and gentlemen, we have
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're going to get underway to our next one. Series board for our next match here. Alpha Major versus Steel Brotherhood. ECL Division number 8 is about to commence. Ladies and gentlemen, map number 1 is going to be a hardpoint on protocol. They waited for us. I'm so glad of it. I thought we'd screwed up, ladies and gentlemen. I thought we'd screwed up, but it was supposedly 9 o'clock Central Eastern Time. We don't do it Central Eastern Time. They've been waiting at half an hour. Thankfully, it was a swift 3-0 from Peachy Slayers, or else we would not be in this scenario, ladies and gentlemen, as we will head in to this matchup here. Looking on board, Steel Brotherhood is Fright, Mio, Ados, and Nopik Talk. You've got Svensko, Naharis, Black Curse, and Caden here from Alpha Major. On board in the hardpoint protocol, map number 1 in this series. Where we go from here, I am yet to know. I don't know these players, I don't know these teams, but we know they are French. That is the one thing we do know. But Free Dead and defeat instantaneously off for rip here for Alpha Major, making it 4, but at least their back and forward trades come in. We'll stay on board here as Alpha Major are trying to get themselves back into that spawn trap position here so they can try and get Steel Brotherhood pinched back inside ammo. But Fright at least fights their way back. Steel Brotherhood finding 3 in the feed. Get themselves on the time. 4 in the feed it goes. Steel Brotherhood leading the way in the hardpoint in time. And kills so far. As you've got Adosa making it 4 in a row. Mio tries to find one more. The trades come back in thick and fast. And P2 is about to commence. Up from top though, Nopik looking to find some picks in that solid position. Caden though says no sorry. Get out of the window, get down and get out of there. We don't want to see you up there, that is for sure. As Caden at least bringing this time back here. Can't stay long though. As Adosa cleans up, gets herself onto P2 and all the players are spawning in that back corner. Mio adds 1. Adosa adds another. Adosa adds a third. It's 5 in a row from Adosa. Gets that reload in. Now waiting to make if they can find 6. Get even more kills going their way. 25 seconds still to play for. Who's going to make that move first? Kaiser is found. There you go. Caden falls to that gun of Adosa. Makes it 6 in a row. Makes it 7 in a row. Makes it 8 in a row. Adosa! Stop! Slow down. One more kill. And that will be that Hellstorm missile earned. And they're in a perfect spot to already see where that player's coming. Caden challenges it. It's earned. The streak is earned. What a streak it is. 9 in a row go their way as Adosa's 13 and 2, just looking unstoppable for now as that rotation towards P3 is in and Steel Brotherhood are already in the zone. Adosa is going to make it 10. Can somebody stop this man? What is going on? The only person I've not seen die so far on screen, and there we go, he does eventually fall after a living. Caden makes that break on through, but it's instantly answered back. Steel Brotherhood in the back spawn here, getting a 50-second lead so far, making it even further than 50. They're making it 60-point lead as they push on through. Freak finds 1, finds a second, some good shooting there with that jacket in hand. They have spawned out the players of Alpha Major, but that is crucial for them here now, looking towards that console room for P4. Who makes that rotation early? Black Curse is down below, is fighting his way, but Mio wins the gunfight. Straight into that guns of Mio as well, and he's 11 and 6 now, heating up 5 in a row. Inside console room is exactly a 75-point lead, and it's just getting bigger and bigger by the minutes. By the seconds, should we say, because here we go now. All 3 players having to make a push on in. Mio makes it 7 in a row. It's like they're swapping back and forward. Who's going to be controlling the kills? 13 and 6 he goes. Adusa 16 and 6. Absolutely slaying out the lobby. And they're actually slaying out this map here. 100-point lead going their way here for Steel Brotherhood.
Guns of Steel as Mule makes it another. He sees Black Curse here. The challenge comes the other direction. It's always Caden the answers back the call. Black Curse though is playing Ring of Roses around the console, but Adosa will win the gunfight. Keeping the time being ticked as we go towards our second set of rotations. Here we go. Hellstorm missile from Steel Brotherhood. It's going to send it and instantaneously clear that zone for them. Stops everybody out of it at least for now. Senko though up inside Grandma's. What can he do from up top? Gunshots are whiffy. Senko, I've shot better shots in my sleep and I can't shoot. Oh my god, there we go. He does win the gunfight. Somehow he manages to win that one, but he's instantaneously traded out, brothers. I want to keep Brothers of Steel in my head, but it's a Steel Brotherhood. Brothers of Steel are the faction to go for, that's for sure. And Steel Brotherhood are showing their dominance here as Mule somehow tracks that player and finds that win in that gunfight. Doesn't deserve to win it, but does win it strongly here in P1. It's pretty much been favoured to Steel Brotherhood this whole way. As eventually Black Curse and Caden do make a break on fully. Black Curse finds a kill. 9 and 15. No, it's not looking good, bruv, is it? Naharis as well in a difficult situation. 7 and 16. And you think this is a Div 8 team, and Steel Brotherhood are absolutely railing in the feed. Fright makes another one. They're holding P2. They're holding the kills. They're holding the positions. They're looking dominant. Told you, it's Caden every single time. Black Curse did. Caden's going to be the one to answer, but Mule up top again is on a spree. 5 in a row, 19 and 8 they go, 20 and 8 for Adosa. Noptic is now on charge and he is looking for 5, trying to make it 6 in a row. They know their spawns, they've read it well. Steel Brotherhood just can't be stopped. Finally Black Curse gets into the new hardpoint. The 18 seconds of time going their way. Potentially here, no challenge coming in, but inside ammo, you already have 4 players back here for Steel Brotherhood, and they're looking to try and clear this. 100-point club potentially on the cards. As Freak does make it in. You can see him watching over. Mule is there, but Freak finds 2. Mule's on an 8 spree. Once again, Hellstorm missile earned for him as well. Somehow not being spotted, not being killed out here, but he's going to be waiting for that 9. If he adds 9 to the tally, turns around, is he going to make it 10? He does! No way, Jose! He eventually falls after that. I guess what does it is Black Curse, finding 2. 200 point for Steel Brotherhood already. 30 seconds left on this time, potentially for Alpha Major to actually get it through. And potentially get past that 100-point margin, but Freak says no to it. Mule says no, they're all inside. Mule's on a 2 streak once again, looking solid. 26 and 9 is the first person to hit 30 here. Is it between Adosa? Is it Mule? But Mule's looking at to add 27 to the tally. 8 more seconds on the time. I don't think there's going to be any answer here if you are Alpha Major. Noptic now starts to heat up as well. Mule's on 3 in a row. Noptic is on 2 in a row. Every single one of them are positive. I can't say the same for Alpha Major. As now Caden shows their hand. 4 makes it 5. Mule does fall though. And Black Curse is going to get that break on in. They want to hold as much of this time as possible. 227 to 81 is a solid commanding position. Free slides on through, wins one gunfight, doesn't win the next. So as Naharis is there to answer back. 20 seconds on the clock. It looks like they might get the control of this hardpoint now. Adosa slides on through, doesn't find a second. Naharis, at least they're going to get this past the 100-point margin, and they're not going to be 100-point club. But with only 30 seconds left here, Steel Brotherhood need to hold on as much as possible. Yeah, they don't even need to, really. They've been doing so well, I don't even think they need to hold on. Alpha Major have to just push for every single second they possibly can. But you've already got Free picking up so much time. 1 minute and 42 seconds adds up ever so slightly, but Mule now teammates there to answer it. Caden from up top finds that kill. Down below, this player spawning in the back is going to be Free. Gets that challenge in. Caden in the middle of a reload. Cinco does finish the gunfight off, thankfully. But there comes that Hellstorm missile. Doesn't find anything, but Naris has the 4-5 spree himself. Trying to get the players back in. The spawn is going to make it 6. Could potentially make it 7 here as Mule goes for the challenge. Mule dips out and weakens him. Thankfully, Alpha Major get 3 in a row. They've got them in the spawn trap at the moment, and this is exactly what you need to do if you're Alpha Major. You can't give up the time, you can't give up the position, but couple dead in the fade. Senko is all on you. He falls, but Black Curse at least answers back to Adosa, who 31 and 31 for both Adosa and Mule. That's at 60 kills between them. Black Curse gets 2 to line up nicely there for him. Doesn't get the third though, as Topic. And Nopic does find that kill. 3 more seconds required. And what's happened to Steel Brotherhood? The nerves of Steel have came back to bite them here. As Alpha Major are picking up all this time here towards P2. 36 seconds still to play for. Nopic from up top though. Dumps off on the top ropes. Finds 1, finds 2. Has to go for the wheeler. Pulls a pistol out, but that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. The contest comes in for a few seconds, but that will be the time. Steel Brotherhood leading the way. Took their time, but they eventually closed out the map. What a map. What a map. Adosa though, and Mule just looking so good. Unbelievable performance from the lads. Steel Brotherhood leading the way in map number 1. Yo, Zipcod, thank you for the follow, buddy. Welcome, Big Boink and Sackage as well. Thank you for your follows. I really appreciate it. On board in the Hardpoint Protocol, map number 1 in this series. Where we go from here, I am yet to know. I don't know these players, I don't know these teams, but we know they are French. That is the one thing we do know. But 3 dead in the feed instantaneously off for rip here for Alpha Major. Making this Alpha Major trying to get themselves back into that spawn trap position here so they can try and get Steel Brotherhood pinched back inside ammo. But Fright at least fights her way back. Steel Brotherhood finding 3 in the feed. Get themselves on the time. 4 in the feed it goes. Steel Brotherhood leading the way in the hardpoint in time. Up from top though. Nopic looking to find some picks in that solid position. Caden though says no sorry. Get out of the window. Get down and get out of there. We don't want to see you up there, that is for sure. As Caden at least bringing this time back here. Found. There you go. Caden falls to that gun of Adosa. Makes it 6 in a row. Makes it 7 in a row. Makes it 8 in a row. Adosa! Stop! Slow down. 1 more kill. And that will be that Hellstorm missile earned. And they're in a perfect spot to already see where that player's coming. Caden challenges it. It's earned. The streak is earned. and 2 just looking unstoppable for now, as that rotation towards P3 is in, and Steel Brotherhood are already in the zone. Adosa is going to make it 10. Can somebody stop this, man? What is going on? The only person I've not seen die so far on screen. Pops everybody out of it at least for now. Senko though up inside Grandma's. What can he do from up top? Gunshots are whiffy. Senko, I've shot better shots in my sleep and I can't shoot. Oh my god, there we go. He does win the gunfight. Somehow he manages to win that as well in a difficult situation. 7 and 16. And you think this is a Div 8 team, and Steel Brotherhood are absolutely railing in the feed. Fright makes another one. They're holding P2. They're holding the kills. They're holding the positions. They're looking dominant. There, but Freak finds 2. Mio's on an 8 spree. Once again, Hellstorm missile earned for him as well.
So we got a wee scan and repair there, ladies and gentlemen. So we're just going to have to reset the game. Hold on a second and hopefully we'll get into map number 2, Skyline. Search and destroy here between Alpha Major and Steel Brotherhood. You've seen Steel Brotherhood run away. Absolute riot here in the hardpoint. Can they do the same here in a different scenario though? Your life matters, but they didn't really lose very many lives, to be fair.
But Mio's looking at Ant 27 to the tally. 8 more seconds
in that last one. So I mean, they'll potentially look to do the same. Not lose lives here and win out their gunfights as they have been doing so well with.
One of them are positive. I can't say the same for Alpha Major. As now Caden shows their hand. 4 makes it 5. And Black Curse is going to get that break on in. They want to hold as much of this time as possible. 227 to 81 is a solid commanding position. Free slides on through, wins one gunfight, doesn't win the next. So as Naharis is there to answer back. For Major, you can't give up the time, you can't give up the position, but a couple dead in the feed. Senko is all on you. He falls, but Black Curse at least answers back to Adosa, who 31 and 31 for both Adosa and Mio. That's at 60 kills between them. Black Curse gets 2 to line up. 9 nerves of steel. I've came back to bite them here. As Alpha Major are picking up all this time here towards P2. 36 seconds still to play for. Nopic from up top though. Dumps off on the top ropes. Finds 1, finds 2. Has to go for the wheeler. Pulls a pistol out, but that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. The contest comes in for a few seconds, but that on board in the Hardpoint Protocol. Map number 1 in this series. Where we go from here, I am yet to know. I don't know these players. I don't know these teams, but we know they are French. That is the one thing we do know. But 3 dead in the feed instantaneously off for rip here for Alpha Major. Make it as Alpha Major are trying to get themselves back into that spawn trap position here so they can try and get Steel Brotherhood pinched back inside ammo. But Fright at least fights their way back. Steel Brotherhood finding 3 in the feed. Get themselves on the time. 4 in the feed it goes. Steel Brotherhood leading the way in the hardpoint in time. Up from top though, Nopic looking to find some picks in that solid position. Caden though says no sorry. Get out of the window, get down and get out of there. We don't want to see you up there, that is for sure. As Caden at least bringing this time back here. Found. There you go. Caden falls to that gun of Adosa. Makes it 6 in a row. Makes it 7 in a row. Makes it 8 in a row. Adosa, stop. Slow down. 1 more kill. And that will be that Hellstorm missile.
Okay, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Map number 2 is about to get underway. We fingers crossed. We hope for the best, and we hope to see that going the way as we do have.
For now, is that rotation towards
the Skyline loading up on our screen. Alpha Major are being team 1. They're already down 1 after a strong showing in hardpoint for that Steel Brotherhood side. Let's transition out into that and we will see our screen, our beautiful players on board with Steel Brotherhood as they look to attack early on here. How do they approach this? Knowing fine well the power in the gunny that Steel Brotherhood have. Senko going straight through towards kitchen where Caden does get the first pick though, and they're going to go for that early bomb plant. They've got that man advantage.
Right though, it does find the bomb carrier as well, but Senko wins the gunfight. It is a good trade out there. And now they're in a position where it's just Nopik who is the last man alive. A 1 versus 3 scenario. You have the chase going on. Keaton is going to spot it. Gets the kill, gets the win. Alpha Major taking 1-0 lead. There we go. Now, Caden though started off so strong there, 3 in a row. Senko finding the other one after he managed to get that bomb plant down somehow. Didn't get spotted. Now Mio pushing on through. Up top, nades come out. Let's look on board. Here is player number 8. Fruit. It's down below. It's a first blooded though. Senko winning the gunfight, gets himself weak, but at least manages to dip out and stay alive. Caden spots a player across catwalk. Right, does trade out one with black cars. Adosa finds Naharis, and now they know where Caden is because he took some shots, and that's going to be 3 dead in the feed. All in favour of Steel Brotherhood as they have that man advantage once again. 3 versus 1. Senko trying to add 1 back here to tie up, but that'll be a sliding challenge. Steel Brotherhood will win the gunfights, and that will be a 1-1 in our S&D. Two quick rounds here from the both sides, leaving it in a 3 versus 1 scenario. That one player just doesn't have it to come back and find at least one of the picks. A bomb sites being the more favoured side here in Skyline. Early on though, Senko going straight up. Does pick 1 spot. Challenge comes in though. Nopik wins his gunfights. He finds another one as well. Now he's inside kitchen, trying to stay alive. Going to add another one. 3 dead. That's all 4 dead. Steel Brotherhood leading the way back again as they did in the hardpoint. 2 rounds on the bounce. We'll give them a solid opportunity. As Caden is the final one to fall as Adosa's watching. We stay on board and we see it back and forward. We just don't know who to stay on board with as the kills come in. But that's a 2 streak for all the players of Steel Brotherhood in the last 2 rounds. Nobody falling this time round. No fallen soldier. As now they look to do attack. Right down below. Gets 1. Makes it a 3 versus 3. That's another 4 in a row. Teammate will find Naharas as well. It's all down to Black Curse. And where is Black Curse trying to rotate around back towards their spawn? Freight, gunshots, back and forward, 11 HP. Stays alive somehow. But Freight is going to be rotating round the back. Timing is on him and he wins the gunfight. Steel Brotherhood, 3 rounds on a row. Rolling. The Brotherhood is strong. Oh, I'm hearing his French in my ears and I have no clue what they're saying to one another or if they're even saying it to one another. But Fruit is 5 in a row. Nopik is 3 in a row. Mio is 2 in a row. But the attacking side is going to be Alpha Major. And they have to change something up a little bit here as they're not looking very strong so far in their attacking rounds. But now, an opportunity here going underneath railings. You hear that RCXD is out. Do you go for it? He does. He finds it. He gets the first blood and he manages to dip out with his life. 54 HP and a dream. Rotate back as well around as that R60 is still roaming looking for players. Adosa will fall. Black Curse does fall as well. And I assume that was free. Oh, as there we go as Nopik makes it 2. in a row in this round, it looks like, as he's found Naharis. And he's going to find Senko as well, but does get some really weak as he's going to reach out. He does, but the nade comes out. Nopic's going to have to dip, dive, and move, and he does manage to somehow avoid the nade. The rotations come in, though, and there we go. Where are we going to look now as Mule is watching the B bomb site. Bomb's going to go down towards A, decides against it. Haven't spotted where the players are now. Glass breaks, so that's going to give the position here towards that hot tub. Now a new challenge comes in. Nopic adds 1, makes it 6 in well, Freet made it 6 in a row. Mule finds it another, and I'm assuming Freet is going for that defusal because he wants as much points as possible. As all 4 dead from Alpha Major gives Steel Brotherhood the 4th round in a bounce, and that'll be a 4-1 lead here in the S&D. Strong performance so far from Steel Brotherhood. 2 games have been good. Hardpoint has been solid. S&D's looking decent. 3 on attacking round. 5 for Nopic. 6 for Fright. Hellstorm not earned yet though. Both very close. Will they be earned is the question. His feet now goes towards that rotation. There's a point player on bomb. He turns, he burns, he kills. Unbelievable. What are we witnessing here as he makes 7 in a row? Literally so close to adding the Hellstorm. He does. 3. 8 on the bounce. 5th round almost done for them. Kaden is the last man alive. Does find 1 at least. Instantaneously answered back though as the trades come in. There's too many numbers to deal with. Steel Brotherhood take it to map point. 5-1. Steel Brotherhood though. I don't think you're going to be able to stop for it here. He's 9-2 so far. He's 8 kills in a row. He's got the Hellstorm missile to win the round. He can literally just sit back, relax, and wait as RCXD will be called out. Fate decides to show his hand. Interesting choice considering. With that RCXD roaming and glowing, they do find that. At least get that out. But Nopic finds 1. Finds Black Curse, finds 2, 3 in a row, and Naharis is left alive. Last man alive finds 1 trade. 1 versus 3 scenario. 3 calls in the Hellstorm, doesn't find a kill though, but they know where he is, surely, after that information dropped. Don't go up the zip wire. Don't go up the zip wire. That's it. Naharis does a crawl. Here's a glass break in the back, and surely that means you heard Adosa. I'm pretty sure Adosa knows where you are. Adosa's looking, but the teammate finds it. Steel Brotherhood are down and 6-1 lead. What a performance once again from Steel Brotherhood, and they're just looking too good here. Sadly, all the performances is wrong. All that is wrong. But I can safely say Freet had a fantastic S&D there. Fantastic. Not much you can do with a team like that. There we go. Right. 2-0 for Steel Brotherhood.
One more map away from another 3-0 here in this series. Map 3 will be Vault coming your way for the control. What can he do from up top? Gunshots are whiffy. Senko, I've shot better shots in my sleep. Helps everybody out of it at least. Power in the gunny that Steel Brotherhood have. Senko going straight through towards kitchen where Caden does get the first pick though, and they're going to go for that early bomb plant. They've got that man advantage. Right though, it does find the bomb carrier as well, but Senko wins the gunfight. It's so close. Are we going to see an opportunity here? It does find the bomb carrier as well, but Senko wins the gunfight. It is a good trade out there. And now they're in a position where it's just Nopik, who is the last man alive. A 1 versus 3 scenario. You have the chase going on. Keaton is going to spot it. Gets the kill. And the other one, after he managed to get that bomb plant down somehow, didn't get spotted. Now Mule pushing on through. Up top, nades come out. Let's look on board. Here is player number 8. Free. It's down below as a first. Aiden spots a player across catwalk. Right, those trade out one with Black Curse. Adosa finds Naharis, and now they know where Caden is because he took some shots, and that's going to be 3 dead in the feed. All in favour of Steel Brotherhood is they have that man advantage once again. 3 versus 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vault control. Steel Brotherhood in an S&D was solid. Steel Brotherhood in the hard point were solid.
Early on, though, Senko going straight.
Their kills.
Does pick one spot.
Outslaying, outperforming, out-rotating, out-strategizing. We're going to control. It's going to be all about strategizing. Where they go, how they do it, what they do. And Alpha Major will be the attack inside. First out the rip. The double nade opportunity straight through mid. Now Harris will make that break around the right hand side. Has spotted a player at least over there as Free puts the challenge in. Black Curse wins a gunfight. Still managing to stay alive here as Naharis is trying to get beams over towards catwalk. Does eventually find Adosa. And they're getting a tick of progress made towards A, and it's a good start for Alpha Major. As they haven't been outslain so far, but they are managing to get themselves ticks of progression made. And in a position here is Mule up top in catwalk. 2 players on the zone. Naharis has to dive and dodge out of the way to stay alive. Caden though, at least trading back out. Keep himself alive near that zone. You got 7 playing in the back though of spawn. Free going to get the time in here to look and watch the player Caden in the back, but somehow Caden wins the gunfight. Adosa's going to be there to trade it out though, thankfully. But Mule on a 5 spree, working it to 6, finding an extra weapon, picking that up, knows the player is in and around A somewhere. But Mule is going to stay here up top. Finds another pick. The player comes to challenge him here as well. That's another dead as he's 8 in a row. Not died yet as Mule. And they are leading away the Steel Brotherhood. Dominating performance. And he's looking for that Hellstorm miss out already. He's going for the challenge. Black Curse is dicking, diving and weaving. He does find a kill and he gets that Hellstorm missile. Clears his zone in defense. Now all of a sudden have turned it on its head. Spawn trap is in. Free eventually gets broken out though. That's 2 players dead now. It's all down to Mule who's pushed up into that spawn. That'll be them all pushed back. The chance to get that time made if they capture that zone. That's an extra minute added. In and about though, gunshots not winning. Black Curse is having to get the pistol out to win that one. But the challenges come in. The trades come in. Mule is there alive once again. His teammate Fruit will find up the kills. 8 more seconds left alive here for the chance of Alpha Major to make any pushes, but Alpha Major only managed to make 2 ticks of progress. But they have stopped the zone for a second. 6 lives left. 2 seconds. Finishes it off. Right. Wins the gunfight. Wins the defensive round. 2 ticks of progress made from Alpha Major. Steel Brotherhood in the defence though, holding strong, looking good. Best play we did miss on screen. But a nice little free pace he gets. And Senko does get some kills in there, but doesn't give him any more progression. Now we're on board with Steel Brotherhood. Freight is currently on a 6 in a row. We already know Mio has earned a Hellstorm. Freight is looking to earn the same. Steel Brotherhood looking to find a second round on the bounce. And they want to try and win this attacking round. Freight being aggressive, pushing straight through. Gets him weak. Challenge comes in. Back and forward we go. Almost shot out by his own teammate, but thankfully doesn't fall. We'll make that 7 in a row though as Freight. And Freight dead in the feed. Alpha Major not going to get the chance, but they're going to have to make some progression here on that zone. But I feel like they know what they're doing here. Is Nopic in the back building. Finds 1, finds 2. And now they have to try and break on it and get him, because if he's there in the back, he's just going to sit here nicely waiting for that challenge and find you on that cross. There you go. Black Curse does fall. You're going to see Caden winning that gunfight, thankfully, and clearing the zone. Takes the progress made though towards A, and now they start swamping and flooding straight towards that B site. Player in the back is dead as well. Freight is still going. He's in the back now playing nuisance. 7 in a row. Going to try and find Blackhurst now. Make it 8 in a row. A Hellstorm missile earn. 2 Hellstorm missiles in the team. Can be used at any point in time. They've got the advantage in numbers. B zone is a little bit harder to progress towards. But here we go. There's the first one coming in. He finds 1 kill with it. Forces the players off for now. But Freight finding only Caden. Thankfully, doesn't open up too much space for them. Freight as well somehow wins that gunfight here. And now in the rotation around the back, you've got Mio going to spot Senko up top. Finds that pick. Now he's going to dive out that window. Blackhurst is there. His teammate Adosa will find it. Nade's coming up top though. Caden gets it back. Senko spotted, losing that progression towards B. 1 tick of progress for Steel Brotherhood. The nade is going to hit the explosion and onto that vehicle, and it does do so as Caden from top R does get beamed as Mule finds 1. A 17 versus 11 scenario. Get onto that time, stop that time. 1 minute and 13 seconds to play it for. 3 dead in the feed. 2 players are left. They're 1 in vault and they're no longer in vault. Next one is going to be Caden to try and stop that contest. He's found 2 ticks of progress made. Almost 3 ticks of progress made here. That will be then, ladies and gentlemen. Time is done. Steel Brotherhood are full ticks of progression. A full 6 ticks of progression. 2-0 up. 1 more round away from map point and match point, sorry. Could be the game over and done with after this one. The Frenchies shown up strong here from Steel Brotherhood. Even though we still got 1 more Hellstorm from Yo to use. But let's get on board with the attack inside now. Harris, Black Curse, Caden, and Co. Senko finds the first blood. Black Curse is shot through the wall. Mio is there through the doorway. Normally it's through the window or through the wall, but this time it's through the door, and Mio makes it 6 in a row. Teammates of Steel Brotherhood will fall though inside the zone. He's just going to stay back here, hoping for his team to recuperate, trying to find the kills from that respawn, and he does find another, making it 7 in a row. Would have been an opportunity here to find another Hellstorm myself. He didn't already use that one prior. And there's another 8 in a row from Mio. Carrying the team on his back. Oh no, they makes it 9, ladies and gentlemen. I think we should just stay on board this POV because it's just looking absolutely phenomenal. This time though, the gunshots were not phenomenal. Trying to pre-aim, trying to find the kills, but Black Curse at least finds the kill, gets himself off of that streak. But there's a 2 life advantage only for Steel Brotherhood. Second ticket progression about to be made on A, but Blackhurst hops off. Teammates are nowhere near to kind of stop it. Thankfully, they win the gunfights on the outside and towards Catwalk. But Adosa now, he's going up towards Catwalk. 3 players on will secure that A zone. Now they break off. Where do they go from here? Caden is spotted. Adosa's waiting his time. Perfectly timed. Good trigger discipline. And now he's going to rotate around the back. All the players are dying out. He's going to try and get up towards that back. But them doors slams though. He will be followed. He will be traced. And Cinco. I keep saying Cinco, but it's Caden that will win that. Number 4. Caden wins another gunfight. Teammate Naharis finds gunfight here out towards Art as well. Knows that there's 1 player up shot towards Art, hopefully. Don't get yourself in too much of a sticky situation, but you got all 3 players here from Steel Brotherhood trying to make that rotation out. Myodo, if you're going to be anybody, that's the 1 player you don't want to become up face to. 11 and 3 he goes so far. But really, it's 26 and 9, and he's just looking standout performer. Nopic 10, look at that, 26 and 9. Triple positive, almost. Disgusting stats. 28 seconds left on the time though. And with it being 2-0, it's on the screen there, Silo. 2-0 Steel Brotherhood in the series. They're winning the life count. They're winning the defensive count. Fright is doing what he needs to do here as well, but Caden finally gets the gunfight win. They need 10 more seconds, but they need to get a zone right now. Nobody's going to do it. No more respawns left for them. The final gunfight might be over and done with. As Fright gets that gunfight in, ladies and gentlemen, Steel Brotherhood lead the way 3-0 in the series. 3-0 in our control. Not much you can say about that, ladies and gentlemen, but other than a performance to watch out for. If you're looking to be playing against Steel Brotherhood, watch and learn. The boys were absolutely slaying it out on the battlefield. Steel Brotherhood lead the way. Massive wins throughout the whole series. A 250 to 139 on that hardpoint protocol. A 6-1 win on the Search and Destroy in Skyline. And now a 3-0 win in Control. Dominating is all we can say. An absolute balls of steel performance from them. Solid effort from you guys. And really not much the Alpha Major can do. They weren't the Alpha team. It turned out to be the Brotherhood working together, showing how well they can do. And we're looking forward to seeing them potentially again sometime. But that being said, with the time being the time it is, we'll get to these replays, ladies and gentlemen, from
kitchen, trying to stay alive.
that Control. Eventually, here we go.
Puts the challenge
I really do appreciate you tuning in and watching, whether you've been on Twitch, Kick, or our beautiful YouTube. We really do appreciate it. Please hit that like and that follow, the subscribe over on YouTube, whatever it be. But I really do appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for the raid as well from Bans. It's been absolutely phenomenal to have you on board. The guys, well done in chat. I really do appreciate it, and thanks for allowing me to have this cast with you. All in all, a fantastic set of matches we've seen, both 3-0 wins. Not the way you want to be if you're the opposition, but at least the games went nicely. Some of the players were showing some great performances. And that one there, I mean, 3 Adosa and Myo were just absolute riots. Like, I don't know, Nopic went on sprays. The Brotherhood just had sprays to abundance. That final one with Myo though was what, 27 and 9 or something. He ended the series. I mean, if you're going to do that, it's going to be very difficult to ask on the opposition to deal with you. But thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, peace out. Have a fantastic Wednesday, whatever you choose to do for the rest of your evening. We will catch you on another cast very soon. I'm pretty sure Friday night we have a cast. We'll be live once again. I'll see you then.
But they have stopped the zone for a second. 6 lives left. 2 seconds. Finishes it off. Right. Even though we still got one more
Hailstorm from Yo to use. But let's get on board with the attack inside now. Harris, Black Curse, Caden, and Co. Senko finds the first blood. Senko finds the first blood. Black Curse is shot through the wall. Myo is there. Through the doorway. Normally it's through the window or through the wall, but this time it's through the door, and Myo makes it 6 in a row. Use that one prior. And there's another 8 in a row from Myo. Carrying the team on his back. Oh no, they makes it 9, ladies and gentlemen. I think we should just stay on board this POV because it's just looking absolutely phenomenal this time. And now he's going to rotate on the back. All the players are dying out. He's going to try and get up towards that back. But them door slams though. He will be followed. He will be traced. And Senko. I keep saying Senko, but it's Caden that will win that. Number 4. Caden wins another life count. They're winning the defensive count. Fright is doing what he needs to do here as well, but Caden finally gets the gunfight win. They need 10 more seconds, but they need to get a zone right now. Nobody's going to do it. No more respawns left.